Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel Shraddha's Physics. In this part we will see some properties of the Hermitian operators. So let us start with the first property, that is the sum of the two Hermitian operator is Hermitian. So first of all, I have already told you in my last class that is in case of a Hermitian operator, if I say suppose P cap is a Hermitian operator, so we can represent this like this is your, let me write from here. So for an Hermitian operator, we can write psi star p cap psi dqr integration that will be equal to p cap psi whole star psi dqr whole integration. Okay, this is the basic properties of the Hermitian operator. And if there are two different functions, that is psi 1 and psi 2, then for that I can write this is suppose psi 1 and this one is psi 2. So we can represent this as this is your p cap psi 1 star and this is your psi 2 dqr. So this is the most fundamental rule of the Hermitian operator. Now here we will see that the sum of the two Hermitian operator is the Hermitian. Now let us consider, let a cap and b cap, this a cap and b cap be two Hermitian operators. Let a cap and b cap be the two Hermitian operators. Then for any two arbitrary function, then for any two arbitrary functions, so let us consider this is your psi and phi, we have that is a cap and b cap, they are both the Hermitian operator, and for that you can see there are two arbitrary functions, that is psi and phi we have taken. So for that we can write, since a cap and b cap are Hermitian operator, we can write psi star a cap phi. In place of dqr I can write this is your d tau, that is the volume integration, that will be equal to a cap psi whole star into phi d tau, and this is suppose your equation number 1. And similarly for b cap we can write this is your psi star b cap phi d tau, that will be equal to integration over b cap psi whole star into phi d tau. So this is suppose equation number 2. Now if I will add this equation 1 and 2, so adding equation 1 and 2, adding equation 1 and 2, we will write this is your, for the left hand side I will write this is your psi star a cap phi d tau plus integration psi star b cap phi d tau, this is your into, okay, d tau, and that will be equal to integration over a cap psi whole star phi d tau plus the second one will be b cap psi whole star b cap psi, this is psi whole star phi d tau. Now if I will write it combinedly, so we can write, or this will be integration over psi star, taking common this will be, just a minute, a cap plus b cap whole into phi, and here it is d tau, and that is equal to integration over a cap plus b cap. On the right hand side you can see this is your a cap plus b cap whole into psi whole star into phi d tau. Okay, so here you can see that if I will take the two Hermitian operator, that is a cap and b cap, then the sum of the two Hermitian operator is again the Hermitian. So this is the proof of this. Now the next we will see the product of commuting Hermitian operator is Hermitian. Now let us consider here also A cap and B cap. Let A cap and B cap be the two commuting. Commuting means AB will be equal to BA. B2 commuting, that means AB equal to BA be the Hermitian operator. Hermitian operators. Okay, so here these are two Hermitian operators, and psi and phi be two arbitrary wave functions. Psi and phi be two arbitrary wave functions. Now the Hermitian operator, then for the Hermitian operator A cap, then for Hermitian operator A cap and states psi and B phi, we can write this is your integration phi star A cap into B cap phi, sorry, this is your B phi, into d tau, that will be equal to integration over this total, this one is your psi star A cap B phi d tau is equal to integration over A cap psi whole star into B cap phi d tau or B phi d tau. So let me give, this is suppose equation number 1. Now also for the Hermitian operator, that is B cap, for Hermitian operator B cap and states psi and B phi, states psi, that is A cap psi and phi, we can write. So here simply like A cap psi, this total term star into B cap phi d tau, that will be equal to integration over, you can see here this total term, that is here A cap psi and here the B cap phi are the total wave function are being considered here. So here A cap psi whole star B cap phi d tau, that will be equal to B cap A cap psi whole star into phi d tau. Okay. So let me give, this is suppose equation number 2. So from this equation 1 and 2 you can see this term are equal, that is A cap psi whole star B cap phi d tau equal to, this is your psi star A cap B cap phi d tau, and that is equal to integration over B cap A cap psi whole star phi d tau. So now we can write this term equal to this term. Actually what we are doing, that is in case of the Hermitian operator we know the psi star any operator and then the another operator d tau, that is equal to any operator with the psi whole star and phi d tau. In this way we can represent. Now here we are considering if there is the operator B cap and it is Hermitian in nature, then in the state A cap psi and phi, but here the states are psi and phi we have considered. So we can see for A cap psi, in place of psi I will simply write this is your A cap psi whole star and the other term will be like as it is. And here similarly in place of O cap psi, in place of psi I will let A cap psi whole star. Okay. This O cap is your B cap. So this is your B cap, A cap psi whole star and phi d tau. And similarly for the first equation you can also see here. So this is your Hermitian operator A cap and the states are psi and B cap phi. So if I will consider again this B cap phi as just psi, or let me again here take it as phi, suppose that is your B cap phi. So here you can see also psi star, and in place of A cap here it is your O cap, and in place of phi you will write simply B cap phi whole into d tau, then that is equal to In place of O cap, this is A cap psi whole star, and this is your O cap psi whole star, and in place of phi, again it is B cap phi theta. This is the same expression, that is only you can see the changes are here. In place of psi you are taking A cap psi, and in place of phi we are considering that is your B cap phi. Okay, so this is just the difference between these two. Now here, after comparing this equation 1 and 2, so from equation 1 and 2 we can write this equal to this, so that is integration psi star A cap whole into, or let me directly write, this is your psi star A cap B cap phi d tau, that is equal to integration over, this is your B cap, this term, this is your B cap A cap psi whole star into phi d tau, or this also can be written as this is, or psi star A cap B cap phi d tau, that will be equal to integration over, we can write this B cap A cap as A cap B cap because it is the commuting operator. So this is your A cap B cap psi whole star into phi d tau, since AB equal to BA, that is the commuting operator. So here we have proved that the product of the two commuting operator, they are two commuting Hermitian operator. Okay, A and B are here Hermitian. So the product of two commuting Hermitian operator are also the Hermitian. Okay. Now the next we will see the every eigenvalue of a Hermitian operator is real. So let us consider, let psi be any, let psi be any eigenfunction, let psi be any eigenfunction of a Hermitian operator, Hermitian operator, that is suppose A cap, Hermitian operator A cap with the eigenvalue lambda, So you can see here this is your eigenvalue lambda. Okay, now we can write the integration over psi star A cap psi d tau, that is for the operator A, we can write this is equal to, since it is a Hermitian operator, so this can be written as A cap psi whole star into psi d tau, and similarly, or we can write it here, this is your, when A cap will operate on this psi, so here the psi is an eigenfunction and A cap is the operator, so when this operator will operate on this eigenfunction psi, then it will give an eigenvalue, that is suppose lambda. So here we can write this is equal to psi star A cap psi is your lambda psi and d tau, that is equal to integration over A cap psi, that will again give you lambda psi whole star into psi d tau. Okay, or this also can be written as, or if lambda will taken outside, then this will be lambda into, this is integration psi star psi d tau, that will be equal to integration psi star psi d tau, and here this simply lambda star is taken outside. So let me write it here. So this is lambda star. Okay. Since here psi is not equal to 0, that implies we can write, so therefore the integration over psi star psi d tau, that is not equal to 0, or therefore we can write lambda equal to lambda star, or we can write this is your lambda is real, or lambda is real here. Okay, now you can see psi star psi d tau, and here this is your psi star psi d tau. Since this is not equal to 0, we can write this lambda will be equal to lambda star, or this lambda is real. So here we have proved that every eigenvalue of a Hermitian operator is real. Now the next we will see the two eigenfunctions of a Hermitian operator belonging to two different eigenvalues are orthogonal. So let us consider let a cap be a Hermitian operator. Let a cap be a Hermitian operator and psi 1 and psi 2 be its two eigenfunctions, that is these are the eigenfunctions of A, eigenfunctions with the eigenvalues lambda 1 and lambda 2 which are different. So now we can write, that is, it means that when a cap will operate on the wave function psi 1, then it will give the eigenvalue lambda 1 with the wave function psi 1, and also when this a cap will operate on the wave function psi 2, then it will give the eigenvalue lambda 2 with the psi 2, and here lambda 1 is not equal to lambda 2. Okay, so these are two different values, that is this lambda 1 is not equal to lambda 2. Since a cap is Hermitian, therefore we can write psi 1 a cap psi 2, that is equal to a cap psi 1 comma psi 2. So this is basically just the representation. It is actually, we can write this as psi 1 into, this is your psi 1 star into a cap psi 2 d tau, that is equal to, this is your a cap psi 1 whole star into psi 2 d tau. So this total representation can be written in this form. Okay, so I can directly write, so I will direct it shortly. So I can directly write, so this is your psi 1, that is this first one, this will represent the complex one, and here also this one is your complex one, or this can be written as, or the after the operation, that is when a cap will operate on the psi 2, we can write this as psi 1 comma lambda psi 2, and that is equal to, when a cap will operate on psi 1, it will give you lambda 1, this is your lambda 2 psi 2, and here this is lambda 1 psi 1 comma psi 2. When a cap will operate on psi 2, it will give lambda 2 psi 2, and when a cap will operate on the psi 1, it will give simply lambda 1 psi 1, or this can be written as, or lambda 2 taken outside, this is your psi 1 comma psi 2, and that is equal to, if I will take lambda 1 star outside, because the first part will represent the complex conjugate one, so this is your lambda 1 star psi 1 and psi 2, and here we have considered this lambda 1 and lambda 2 are different, and also since the eigenvalue lambda 1 of a Hermitian operator is real one, so in place of lambda 1 star I can write lambda 1. So let us write, since eigenvalue lambda 1 of a Hermitian operator must be real. So for that case we can write, this is your lambda 2 psi 1 psi 2, that will be equal to lambda 1 psi 1 psi 2. So simply here this lambda 1 star is replaced by the lambda 1. Okay, now if we will take it to the left hand side, or we can write by taking psi 1 psi 2 common, this can be written as lambda 1 minus lambda 2. In this way we can write lambda 1 minus lambda 2 into psi 1 comma psi 2, that is equal to 0. Okay, or we can write psi 1 comma psi 2, that is equal to 0. Since lambda 1 is not equal to lambda 2, so that implies lambda 1 minus lambda 2, that is not equal to 0. And this psi 1 psi 2 equal to 0, it means simply we can write this is integration over psi 1 star psi 2, this is your d tau, that is equal to 0. This is basically the representation of this one. The first term will represent the complex part and the second term is the real one, and that is equal to your integration over this much equal to 0. That is psi 1 and psi 2 are orthogonal to each other, are orthogonal to each other. So here we have proved that if there are two eigenfunctions, that is psi 1 and psi 2, and they are Hermitian, and here the Hermitian operator is a cap, then for that we can write the psi 1 and psi 2. In this way we can prove that is the two wave functions are orthogonal to each other. Now the next property, that is if psi 1 and psi 2 are two linearly independent, eigenfunctions of A, that is of A cap, belonging to the same eigenvalue, then every linear combination of psi 1 and psi 2 will also be an eigenfunction with the same eigenvalue, Okay, now let us see how to prove this. So let us consider here, let psi 1 and psi 2 both have the same eigenvalue. Let psi 1 and psi 2 both have the eigenvalue lambda. Okay, so that is we can write, that is when an operator, here we have considered the operator is your A cap. So when A cap will operate on this psi 1, then it will give lambda into psi 1, and when A cap will operate on the state psi 2, then it will give the same eigenvalue, that is your lambda into psi 2. So this is the first we have, that is considered. Now for any linear combination, that is if I will write, if suppose A cap will operate on any linear combination, means this is your C1 psi 1 plus C2 psi 2, where this C1 and C2 are the constant, then any linear combination of this C1 psi 1 plus C2 psi 2, any linear combination of psi 1 and psi 2, when A cap will operate on this, then this is equal to, this C1 is constant and here it is C1, and when A cap will operate on psi 1, this will be your lambda psi 1 plus C2 is constant, and when A cap will operate on the state psi 2, it will give lambda psi 2, or this can be written as equal to lambda taking common, this will be C1 psi 1 plus C2 psi 2. Okay, where C1 and C2 are the arbitrary constant, they are the arbitrary constant. arbitrary constants. Okay. So here we have proved that if there are two wave function, that is psi1 and psi2 are the different eigenfunction but they have the common eigenvalue, that is lambda, then if you will take any linear combination of these two wave function, that is psi1 and psi2, then also you will get the same eigenvalue, that is lambda. Okay. That is when ak will operate on psi1, it will give the eigenvalue lambda, and ak when operate on the psi2, it will give the eigenvalue lambda. If I will consider this one, then we will get any linear combination of this state psi1 and psi2, that is c1 psi1 plus c2 psi2. When ak will operate on this, then you will get the same eigenvalue, that is lambda. So in this way you can prove this. So this is all for today. If you have any doubt, can ask me in the comment section. Thank you all.